Hello.
Yes, greetings, my love. How are you?
Greetings. How you doing?
Great, great, great. I didn't want to keep you waiting any longer, so I just figured I'd just call you. But I was still just looking over your chart, seeing the key points, such as your sun sign is one, the moon sign is another, as well as your spiritual destiny, or one of your main purposes here on this planet. So I just wanted to look into that a little bit more and dissect it. But I said, you know what, let me just give you a call because I didn't want to keep you waiting for too long. You have any questions from our last session?
Um, yeah, I wanted to ask you
Yes.
about last time we talked I was asking you about my ancestors.
Mm.
But this time after doing a little bit of research on the things that you told me to look at for 22 and 13, which I've been seeing 3 everywhere ever since we talked.
Mm-hmm.
Like everywhere. I've set up an altar for Goddess Oshun since then. After I did the cleansing with the 3 items you mentioned to me,
Mm-hmm.
I've just been doing what you told me to do and trying to keep my eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like I want to get more in contact with whoever my spirit guides are, so that I can, talk to them and begin that dialogue. Because I know that somebody can just feed it to me. They can feed it to me. They can tell me, and they're going to be testing me the whole time, of course. But
Who's
I
they?
really want to start communicating with them.
Well, but we mean who's they? You said they can deceive you. Who's who?
Um, just whoever my spirit guides are. I've been feeling a lot of energy from Goddess Oshun,
Mm-hmm.
and feeling like I want her around me. I want her to help me. And that just what you were telling me about resonating with being more positive and thinking more positive to myself, the way that I'm speaking to myself,
Mm-hmm.
taking better care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking back and I'm seeing moments where it was like that may have been her element there that was pushing me in those moments to reinvent and to transform myself
Mm-hmm.
when I needed to,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel is now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with 9 and this year coming out, and we should go into 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I know that whatever I don't want in my life needs to go away.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm like, okay, I've gotten through some of the dark night stuff that I was going through last time I talked to you, and
Yes.
now I'm looking to just stand up my posture more to my spirit guides and just say, hey, what do you want me to be doing here? Because I know that wealth and all those things, which was in my past life heavily, that may have been something I had before, but I don't want that to be my aim now. I know that I'm supposed to be doing something spiritual, something helping people. Since you told me about the doer thing, I've been researching that and just looking at birthing videos and getting so emotional I have to turn it off. I just want to talk to them and figure what am I supposed to do to become more in tune with them.
I'm glad that you came into that reality, right? Because as I'm looking at your chart here, one of the key thing that stood out with me is your sun sign opposite Scorpio, right? You're Taurus. Your opposite sign is a Scorpio. Now, I don't know if you took a look at it, but you have this red line that goes straight across from each other. So that right there, that red line deals with challenges. So, and when I mean by challenges is more so like you wanting to take initiative, but in order for you to take that initiative, you have to get back to the spiritual side of you, right? So what basically what you're doing now. The reason why it has been a bit of a challenge for you is because you haven't yet balanced out the earth energy and the water energy, meaning you haven't balanced out the Taurus with you, and then the Scorpion in you. But Taurus, beloved, is, which is interesting that you're asking about your spirit guides and who's with you, because Taurus deals with with family and ancestors. So now that you're coming into this like epiphany, or now that you're coming into another chapter in your life, you're focusing more on what matters. You get what I'm saying? You're focusing more
Yeah.
so on what matters. However, it may be a slight challenge because looking here at your chart, hold on, you have Taurus here, which is your sun sign, and then opposite is Scorpio. However, you have what symbol is this? Give me a second, um which ties into that. Hold on one second. Um, what is this little sign here? Jupiter, right? So when I spoke to you about doula and babies, that represents Scorpio, because you're dealing with bringing people, or you're dealing with energies or spirits that is coming from the spirit realm into the, hold on, this stalker of mine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You keep calling and I'm doing the bit. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, that was not what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. And it's interesting because no, you know why? You know what's interesting about that? Because we dealing with Scorpio, and Scorpio deals with, intimacy, relationships, things of that nature. But come on. But anyway, going back to you, when I spoke to you, about the underworld, or rather birthing, that deals with, Scorpio, because Scorpio deals with sexual organs, the sacredness, the womb, the mother, the cosmos. So, but it was also in retrograde. So you, again, you have to, when dealing with your spiritual destiny or your path, which I'm going to get into, you always have to not you have to, how can I say this? You have to ground yourself in making these decisions, right? You have to plan these things out step by step, which you're doing right now. So everything that you have been doing might have been jumble because you haven't been taking just the right step, but everything is in perfect alignment. So again, when you dealing with balancing yourself out, I would recommend always writing things down, writing things out, going internally, creating this altar, taking, like, basically cooking it, cooking your plans, so that it can be well done, and it can manifest beautifully and harmoniously. Now, when you ask about what is my journey, or what is my purpose, you have what is known as your north node in what is Sagittarius, right? Now, Sagittarius, you have your north node in Sagittarius, and you also have Scorpio in this house, which is the, I believe, the ninth house. Sagittarius, yeah. Sagittarius, the ninth house. So, do you have your chart in front of you so you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm looking where the Sagittarius is at for the sign.
Where?
Where the
Yeah.
house is.
Yes, that's okay. So let's backtrack, right? When you're looking at a natal chart, right? The planets is what energy influences the particular energy, right? So it's what energy is being influenced. The signs, right? You have Aries, blah blah blah, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, is how the energies is being influenced. Now, the houses is the outer skirt. You see the outer skirts with the houses, with the signs and stuff?
Yeah.
That is where
Mhm.
that is where it is being influenced. So look, for example, Sagittarius with you, right? Okay. Now, when you look into that house, this is the house of Sagittarius. You will find that with you, you have your north node there. The north node is your spiritual destiny. When you ask, what am I supposed to be doing? And, all of those questions, your spiritual destiny. However, the energy of your spiritual destiny is influenced by Scorpio. So when I mentioned to you about, and you said, I know that I'm supposed to be healing. I know I'm supposed to be doing this type of work, right? This nurturing work. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct, because your spiritual destiny is in combination with Scorpio. However, it is in the ninth house, and the ninth house deals with expansion. The ninth house also deals with exploration, exploring people, knowledge. So if you're talking about knowledge and you're talking about exploring, you're also talking about knowledge and exploring the other side, the spiritual realm, the occultism, the underworld. The underworld, the underworld is the world that you are tapping into right now, setting up the altars, dealing with babies, dealing with people's minds. So one of your goals or one of your destiny here on this particular planet is for you to activate the consciousness in people secretly. And then two, you have what planet is this one here? Let me look at this. You have Pluto, right? You have Pluto in Sagittarius, but coming in at 27 degrees, as well as the Scorpio. Now, Pluto is Scorpio's planet. That's the planet. So that's a good thing. However, it was in retrograde. So what does this mean? This means that, not taking your time with things. We're in retrograde right now, right? What does retrograde mean to you, actually?
It means being more deliberate and taking your time, like you said. Like, we're in Mercury retrograde. So one of my friends was like, you're not supposed to be arguing right now. You're not supposed to be trying to get in conflict. Listen and just be open, but keep your mouth a little bit more shut, because Mercury is how you communicate. But with Pluto, it's like standoffish, and it's by itself. So if it's in retrograde, is it like even more standoffish, like even more aloof and mysterious?
Well, see, this is the thing. I'm gonna break this down. This is the thing. Pluto is the planet of regeneration. So regenerating people's minds, slowly. You get what I'm saying? Not, or rather gently, or spiritual, or psychology. You get what I'm saying? Or rather on a spiritual level, or rather on a very passive level, on a being patient level, because it was in retrograde. So again, you can flip that either way, because then you see that red line. You see where that retrograde is at. You see that red line? Okay, boom. If you go across with this red line, you will see that it lands in Gemini. Gemini is what? Gemini is the natural channelers. Gemini is ruled by planet Mercury. So you got to find a way of how you, or rather, you got to finesse the art of speech or communication. And that goes with going within yourself at first. Coming out of or rather tapping into the Scorpion side of you, the underworld, the spiritual world, the occult, before you can go out and be like, okay, you get what I'm saying? This is who I am. You gotta, like I said, you gotta cook it. Now, when you ask me, and Oshun is good, but when you ask me who's your spirit guides, again, your spirit guides is so many people right now, or spirits. Right now, you can consider Oshun to be your spirit guide, because she's coming through for you, right? Um, I don't see people's spirit guides because there's so many of them, but I hear them. However, if you go internally, right, which is being seen with the scorpion side of you, right? If you're going internally, I'm pretty sure that these answers will be revealed to you as your own journey. You see?
Okay,
Mhm.
can I tell you something real
Yes.
quick?
Yes.
I started a dream journal
Great.
the other night. Well, not the other night, but maybe a week ago. And these two dreams have been like striking me hard, especially asking about numerology, and I have been interested in it. I had a dream about the number 8 where I was on an elevator, and I'm terrified of heights. I don't like elevators. I don't like how they make my stomach drop.
Mhm.
But in this dream, I was zooming up and down, like going through all these levels, and I wasn't scared, but I could tell it was going way too fast. But I was just like, I gotta get to the score. I gotta get to the score. And the floor that I resided on was the 8th floor. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So then I looked at the number 8, and I was like, okay, occult, power, authority. And I was around these, like, there's so many different types of people in this dream. People from back home, childhood, where I'm living now. They were all just mixed up.
Mhm.
And then I had a dream a few nights ago about the number 5, where I think my body was literally spread out in the shape of 5, like, you know, like they have the pentagram. And I was looking at my 5th house, and but I saw red behind it, like I was looking at Mars, and then I realized that I had Aries sitting in my 6th house, and maybe my head was sitting there in the dream, you know, like my body was laying across the chart in a way. But I don't understand. I want to understand it more. Like I'm constantly thinking about it, and I've been looking up numbers associated with certain folks, and then I looked up the roads for Goddess Oshun, where she has a road for being the mother of the witches. And then I saw this rabbit, like outside of my window. I think the night after I set her altar up. And I just researched the rabbit before I talked to you, and it was saying it's a messenger animal or spirit animal for witches.
Oh, let me look that up.
Yeah.
Let me look that up. That was in your dream, or that was in real life?
That was in real life, like right outside of my window, but right below my window is Oshun's altar.
Okay, so rabbit represents business gains and happiness and love and family life if you're married. So in any event, it definitely deals with success, happiness, and in love. Now, when we speak about Oshun, Oshun is the goddess of love. When we talk about the number 8 is dealing with the 8th house, which is in Scorpio. You see, so everything is in connection with each other. The 8th house also deals with bonding, right? You know, bonding. It could be bonding with yourself, and then it also could be bonding with other people, loved ones, right, or people that you will be healing, right? However, in your 8th house here, you have Jupiter, right? Jupiter is the planet of expansion and opportunities. So I'm telling you, you have the ability to expand within yourself and expand the minds of others on an occult level or a spiritual level. And occult is only means hidden. It's not a special word. It's just hidden. Whatever is hidden within themselves is what you can bring out, and then you can heal them. Like me, you see, I sometimes, if you watch my videos, I get down to the root of it, just, you know, quickly, and like, oh, this is what it is. This is what it is. You know, you have that. You get what I'm saying? You have that ability too. However, you have to cook that, grind that, what you're doing right now. So I wasn't really worried about, you know, the spirits that are around you, because it's gonna come. Focus on yourself first, as I've mentioned to you in your other one. Understand the different planets that is playing a part of your, you know, journey. Listen to the signs, listen to the numerology sign, or be aware of it, or rather just take note, you know. And again, cook yourself on low fire, you know, low fire. You're molding. All of the ingredients have to be juiced up. Now, another thing that I wanted to, look into, um, was this Gemini energy of you. Um, Now Gemini's more so deals with the creative, your creative side. The pleasurable side, right? The ability to adapt, from the physical, to the spiritual. And you have Mars there. You have no, this is Venus. I'm sorry. You have Venus there. So that right there is attraction. You see, that right there is attraction. You are able to attract people, to inform them about who they are on a spiritual level, and then heal them. That also deals with manifestation, attracting what it is that you want. So you want to be focusing on things that no longer serves you any good. You go ahead and attract that into your life. You understand? What has it caused you? But then too, you have um you have Mercury there in its natural planet. That's good. Mercury is in combination with what? Taurus. So the way you communicate with other people, once you are at your highest state, or a state of divinity, others would appreciate you, because Taurus also deals with, is like the appreciator, you see. So again, and you have that Mercury energy. Mercury is dealing with the mental, the mind, mentality. So appreciating yourself, to the extent that you appreciate yourself, is to the extent that you gain confidence, to the extent that you gain confidence, and to the extent that other people is going to begin to see that within you. And then you go ahead and you dive in deep with touching people's souls, being the initiator, you see. So, um, I'm honored to, decode these charts for you and stuff like that. And, she sent me the chart. I said, wow, okay, well, let me see what's going on. And then your Pisces, and then this is good, because your moon is in Pisces. That's another spiritual thing. So Pisces is dealing with the subconscious mind, right? Spirituality, I'm a Pisces, psychic abilities, healing, nurturing, things of that nature. You have your moon is in Pisces, and then you also have, what sign is this here? Let me make sure. You have Saturn there too.
Saturn.
Saturn.
I don't like that part.
But I mean, shoot. You want to be reborn again? You can't. You can't really.
I thought that Saturn dried out moon there.
Saturn is basically the planet of challenges. So if you keep failing in your spiritual practice, then you're gonna have to keep repeating yourself again. This is the reason why at times you may be feeling, frustrated. You see, you may be feeling frustrated because you're torn between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. That Gemini energy right there, that attraction. You see, your moon is already in, and the moon energy is a feminine energy already. People be like, oh, I can't be around all these females and their attitudes. That's what that's about. You get what I'm saying? That's what that's about. But then too, which is ill about it, is that you have Pisces. Your moon is in Pisces, and then you see the blue line that goes into Scorpio. That's all water signs right there. Now, going into, or rather connecting with Scorpio, Scorpio is the occult, the underworld, bonding. You get what I'm saying? Teaching, magic, witch, right? You have that connection with that, but you have that Jupiter there too. So the expansion of the subconscious mind, expansion of the spirituality, expansion and opportunities. You get what I'm saying? Expansion and opportunities. So you. I would, with my final words with you, I would definitely, get into even tarot card readings if you just want to start with that. Just the doorbuster. Play with that a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Get the feel of occultism. Get the feel of that just the spirit realm and stuff. Um, yes, in the near future, just according to your chart, you will be a good person to deal with babies and children. Your moon is in Pisces. That's the mother. The moon, wherever you see the moon at, is where your emotions flow. Your emotions don't flow like a Taurus. Your emotions flow like a Pisces. You get what I'm saying? Your emotions flow like a Pisces. So we're dealing with the nurturing aspect of you and all of that stuff and the healing. So just dealing with the babies. And then two, let me see. Your moon, this Pisces, is challenging what? Gemini. So then if you don't, balance yourself, it's going to be a challenge for you to connect with the ancestral realm or the spirit realm, because Gemini deals with the two different realms. And as you want to begin to get on this spiritual flow, which is Pisces, you got to balance, you got to ground yourself, you got to cook yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You laughing? Stop.
No, I'm laughing because yesterday I had someone who I believe is a part of my spiritual family. I've been hanging out with her a lot. So when you talk about the bond, that's why I keep laughing. I'm so quiet because you just make it flow all together so well. I just started hanging out with her and helping her with PTSD and stuff like that because she's really paranoid. And she took me to this event last night where I was like, I don't know about this, because she wanted me to go to this Muslim event. And I'm not too religious. But she was like, come on out. And I did. And I sat down next to this sister, and she was just like, she just turned on me and looked at me like she just knew me and was just talking mess to me. Like, she was like, yeah, you're going to be excellent. Don't do nothing mediocre. What are you doing with yourself? Are you in school? Why you finish school? Are you going to finish school? Give me your number. I was like, oh, my God. Why you all in my business? And she gave me her number, and her number ended in 22, and I just got hot on the inside. Like, my body started burning up. And she just kept on looking at me. And she was like, I'm in school right now, for my studies, because she's trying to get in the mosque. And I literally could not say nothing. Like my tongue had a knot in it. Like my body was just burning up. And she was like, are you a Muslim? You seem like who's in and out. And I was like, yeah, I'm in out of everything. And she was like, yeah, you need to stop. And then she tried to, she just dropped a bunch of knowledge on me all at one time. And it was the colors that she was wearing, the colors of things that she was mentioning was this blue that you were talking about with the diamond. And then I went and did some more research and found aspects of yellow with it. Jesus, stigma, gamma, rho, and all of this other stuff. I was just like, whoa. I don't even know what to do with myself with all this information right now.
Yeah, you cooking. Yeah. You cooking. You're hibernating yourself. You see, you're definitely you're exploring. You get what I'm saying? This is the exploration, and then too, when we deal, and you're also expanding, right? Because in any event, that's where your Sagittarius deals with expansion, exploring. So all of these different, even getting a session with me, speaking to other people that's coming along your alignment, because what's happening is, to the extent that you claim this path, is to the extent that the universe is going to be, keep throwing people that's just going to bring you up, bring you up, bring you up, bring you up. However, it's up to you to maintain those thinking of higher realms, because again, you got to be careful with, this Gemini thing. Where your Gemini is with the mental, the mind. All of the air signs is the mind. You know what I'm saying? And then again, you have Venus, which is the attraction. So you're gonna attract this homegirl. You attracted me. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna attract other people, because why? You're claiming this path now. So once you begin to claim the path, that's why I said, be mindful of who, or of what you're attracting into, or what it is that you're manifesting.
Mhm. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Word.
Word up.
Thank you so. I'm gonna have to give you a tip on PayPal. I know I'm bugging you.
I mean, it's all good. I mean, yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, this is what I do. I sit home and do nothing all day. That's what they say. I do home and do nothing all day.
No, I wouldn't even underestimate you.
I know. It's a joke.
It's a whole lot of crap from us.
Yeah, I just say that because it just comes so naturally to me. It's like, okay, well, here it is, and I enjoy it. I enjoy helping. I enjoy guiding. I love it. I'm walking my destiny. And that's how come. It feels so heartfelt. With other clients, it feels so sincere because I'm walking my destiny. And soon you will be too. I have faith in you. So,
I appreciate that.
Indeed, my love. Thank you so much. So this session again has been recorded. You want this to be public or private?
You can make it public. I got one question.
Yes.
Where my other video at?
Oh shoot.
I'm gonna get you.
Look, I'm up here scratching my head. I'm gonna do some tonight. I'm gonna upload some tonight. Because today I didn't have that many sessions, because I only booked, I believe, 4. Yeah, I only booked 4 sessions today. So I have enough energy to work on videos. So because you mentioned that, I'm gonna do you, and then I have this other sister that keeps on me about her video. I'm gonna do her too. That's what I'm gonna say. But you gotta do it. You have to keep on me, because I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget. But I got you.
Okay, appreciate it.
Okay, my love. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Ashe, create a bless. Okay, bye-bye.